Okay, so here is a look at some of the areas we'll be working on today. The fireplace area, the bookcase, and over here on the buffet. I'm also going to be working in the living room and a little bit in the kitchen today, but mostly in here. And here is all of my summer decor pulled out onto the dining room table. So it was fun just getting everything out and just seeing what I have. I also picked up a couple new things this year, which I'll let you guys know about. But really in the summer, I just like to keep it very neutral, very casual. And I like to have, just kind of blues and grays and tans and just kind of keep it a little bit coastal but casual and always cozy. You guys know that I like my house to be kind of minimally decorated, but I always like it to feel cozy. So I'm just taking the Mrs. Meyer's and just giving this a good cleaning, and I'm just gonna kind of clean and decorate as I go. I am very out of practice with making YouTube videos, so I do apologize for just the fact that I really don't remember anything of how to do this. If you're new here, I took a really long break after my husband passed away last year, and this is me trying to come back and figure out how to do this again and get back to YouTube. So thank you for your patience, and just thank you for clicking on this video and hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much. I hope I can provide just some summer inspiration or something relaxing to watch while you go about your day today, and just let me know in the comments how you're doing. I'd love to hear from you, see how you're doing, and I appreciate you being here. I'm trying to remember, these candlesticks I picked up last year, I believe, on clearance at Home. So, and then these little tapers are just from Walmart. So I was just kind of thinking I needed something tall to kind of balance the height of the lamp on the other side. So I just wanted to kind of play around and see if I could get that to look okay and balanced. So this is kind of how I left it. Over here on the mantle, I'm just going to keep it very simple. Again, I don't like to put out a ton of decor because then I have to move it and clean it all the time. But I do like things to look like they're seasonally decorated in my home. I really enjoy that. And I really just, my rule of thumb is like just whatever brings me joy. If it's too much clutter and it stresses me out, then it's too much. But if it's something where I look at it and it kind of brings me joy and happiness, I feel like that's the whole point of decorating, is just, bring some joy into your home, something that makes you feel happy and smile and makes you feel good in your own space. So this little fish candle holder was on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and it just was so cute to me, and it brought in all those summer colors that make me happy. So I just went ahead and got it, and it perfectly fits one of the smaller Bath & Body Works candles. So I had Book Loft on hand, so I just went ahead and threw it in there, and I just love that. I think it's super cute. This white bookcase is just a fun little area that I can change up seasonally as well. So I had a few things that I wanted to play around with in here and kind of change it up a little bit. And I just kind of figure it out as I go, and then sometimes I end up changing it later, so you might see it look different in a future video. But I just like to kind of play around with it and get everything as balanced on the shelves as I can. I also had this really cute summer picture of two of my children together at the beach, and so I went ahead and framed that to put on the bookcase, and I just feel like that's just such a cute summer touch. This candle holder is from Walmart, and it is just so cute. I don't know what it is about the little scalloped edge and the rattan. I just think it is so adorable. So that definitely had to come home with me. And these, I believe, are from Hobby Lobby clearance last year, these little arches. And this is how the bookshelf turned out in the end. So now I'm gonna focus in on this little round side table that I have as like a little coffee table between chairs. And I spend every morning here just kind of starting my morning, doing some reading. I always have to have Kleenex here because if you're in a house where, you know, we're all grieving, so I have Kleenex pretty much in every room all the time. So that is a staple. But I also keep my journal here and the book that I'm reading, like the fiction book that I'm reading, underneath. So this is just like a spot that I visit every morning and sometimes every afternoon. So I just wanted it to look a little more put together. I got this little tray from Hobby Lobby. I thought it was so cute. It kind of ties in with the candle holder. And I'm just kind of gathering the items in here along with this little coconut beach candle. And I just thought that that made it look a little more put together, like intentional. And I really enjoy how that came out. Okay, now that this part of the room is done, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this rug. I'm using the Bissell Featherweight here. It's a corded vacuum, but I've just been really liking it lately. It is just so good for just quick vacuuming of rugs, doormats, area rugs, runners, just things that are kind of thinner and lighter because it has good suction, but it doesn't suck it all up into it. Especially for washable rugs, I just feel like sometimes, you know, the other vacuums are just too high powered for them for some reason. So I really like this Featherweight. It's been coming in handy just for like quick vacuum sessions. But now I'm moving into the family room. I'm gonna get this sofa all tidied up and then we'll put a little decoration in the tray and just get things cleaned up a bit here. This is a mineral, it's called celestite, and I just thought it was so pretty. The boys and I had gone to an expo here locally and they just had lots of rocks and minerals, and I just picked that up. I thought it was so pretty and it's perfect for summer. And then I also have this lavender and pink lemonade candle that's just from Walmart, but I just love the colors. I love like blues and pinks together and blues and purples. For some reason that just feels very summery and light to me. So I'm just gonna continue cleaning in here and get this room all finished up. Being on this grief journey has taught me so many things. I remember in the very beginning after losing my husband, I was just so sad. Every minute, every day, I just was crying all the time. It just seemed so heavy and so hard, even just going moment to moment, let alone day to day. And as time has gone on, it still comes in waves and I still do cry, as you can see by the Kleenex in my house, but I do feel so much joy as well, and I am able to be happy and smile and enjoy moments with my kids. And it's just been good to get back to some of the things that do bring me joy, you know, like decorating and just doing things around the house, being productive. For a while, that was really hard for me. Like I was, I think, in freeze mode, and it was hard to do anything. I just felt kind of frozen. And I think it's a stress response and a grief response, and it's something that I still feel sometimes, but I am slowly coming out of it. And it does feel good to start doing things again, feeling like these things matter and are important, even though they're simple and small things in life. It's still important to have that joy and happiness just in your everyday. So if you are on a grief journey or you're struggling, or you just cannot find your joy and you know you're just barely getting through each moment, I just want to take the time to say you're not alone. I'm here with you. I totally get it. And even though our stories might not be exactly the same, you know, I understand that grief part, and I understand how hard it is to allow yourself to feel joy and do things that bring you joy after you've been grieving. It's really hard to transition back into allowing joy back into your life. So I just want to say you're not alone. I'm here with you, and we can do this together. I'm changing my candle warmer here from the one I had all the way back from Valentine's Day, the raspberry one, and I'm gonna do this coconut water and orchid. So this will be nice and fresh and neutral for summer. And then I had this extra picture that I just wasn't using anywhere, so I decided to go ahead and prop it up here on the front table just to add a little bit of height and visual interest. And then this plant is from Target. And I can't remember if I got that last fall or last summer. But anyway, this is completing the entryway today. I have my little sunglasses in there, so my entryway is definitely functional as well. And this is the completed look. Moving here into the kitchen, I just have this one little space that's a decorative cabinet. So I thought I'd put just a cookbook and a plant, and then I've got another lantern that has the rattan on it. And it's from several years ago. I really don't remember where I got it, but it's got that little rope detail, which I think is great for summer. So I'm just adding that in there for a little bit of decor in the kitchen. And then the other area I will usually go for is over here with the kitchen lamp. I like to have a little lamp in the kitchen when I'm making my coffee in the morning. It gives me a little bit of light. And my old lamp actually just broke, so I went ahead and got this one at Walmart. These lamps are just so cute to have, and they just add a lot of coziness in your kitchen. Another thing I like to do, especially in the spring and summer, is just get fresh flowers from the grocery. They're so affordable, and these were just so pretty. I love the colors, lots of pinks and purples, and just such a variety of leaves on them. So I just thought they were so pretty, and I just spread them out into this little pitcher that I've had for years. I think this is Hearth in Hand, but I just love the way this turned out. This Mrs. Meyer soap in the Birchwood scent has always been my favorite for summer. So I stocked up on these recently, and I'm going ahead and changing out my soap container. It had gotten really low, so I have dish soap on one side and hand soap on the other. So I'm just filling that up. Let me know down in the comments if you've got any fun plans for summer. I know it's a time when a lot of people are traveling and getting their vacations in, so let me know what you've got planned. We're doing our 4th of July summer vacation coming up here shortly, so I'm really excited about that. I actually have not been to that vacation in 2 years because of my husband's health. He was so sick for the last couple of years, and we had missed that vacation. My parents always would bring my kids, which was so sweet of them, so my kids didn't have to miss out on it. But I will say they are very happy to have their mama back on that vacation this year. They've expressed to me that they're super excited that I'll get to join them this year and be with them. So I'm very excited about that, but let me know what you guys have planned. Okay, friends, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate your support. Make sure you subscribe before you leave today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.